Good afternoon, agents, and welcome back. We are here live now for This Week in Division. This one is for all of my Twitch and YouTube members. For those who are members, your video is going up live now. So your video will be ready in the next 5 minutes. So you can go directly to the YouTube channel and you can sink your teeth into it. There's a lot of information in there. I'm very excited. I'm hoping my members watch that. I'm hoping I get more members. But with that said, let's get straight into This Week in the Division. As per usual, we'll start with this week's projects. And this week's projects are as follows. Again, for those who are non-members, I've gone into depth about all of this in the members only content. So those of you who are not members, I'm very sorry. I will be going through This Week in Division a bit quicker than usual. It still be information packed. It will still be another way, another portal into This Week in the Division 2 universe, so you can know what to look forward to, what to do. But without further delay, let's go get into it. So this week's season pass project, it's not a new season, it's still year 8 season 2, and this week's so there's no need to buy a new season pass, basically is what I'm trying to say. This week's season pass project is Camp White Oak, optimization cache, SHD calibration, you know, the usual shebang. So if you just want to get another mission under your belt, if you want to test out a new build, that's a nice long mission worth doing. You can usually get through 2 builds in that mission there as well. This week's daily project is as follows. The daily project is in what area is that in? That is in Outcast, Roosevelt Island. So it's the Outcast, named Outcast, and Outcast activities. So Outcast activities are usually in there are 1 or 2 in West Presetned Park, but it's mostly in Foggy Bottom. So if you head over to Foggy Bottom, get some Outcast activities done, run on to do a bounty or 2, and then you'll get a couple of named enemies in Roosevelt Island itself. It's a component. You get SHD calibration, you get a recalibration cache worth doing. Combine it with your weekly, can we combine it with the weekly project? No, we can't. Weekly project is in Downtown East, Federal Triangle, Judiciary Square, and it's wrapping up on Grand Washington, Jefferson Center, and District Union Arena. They are actually 3 of my favorites. I do like those missions. But again, you got your 3 exotic components, SHD calibration, you got your weapons crafting cache, weapon and gear item. Good rewards for grinding out the weekly projects. This week's legendary is in Roosevelt Island. So again, you can combine the daily and or I would highly recommend, if you want it, you've got 3 people that you trust, I would say do the dailies, do the daily project. So let's go back up to that. Do the daily project, do the name that outcasts, do the Outcast activities, so do those outside of Roosevelt, and then I'd say load up Roosevelt as your legendary mission, so you can get double the rewards. You get more for your hard work, for the grind. SHD requisition as per usual. You got the 5 floors, 15 floors of Summit members. I've spoken about this in depth with you members, and the Summit floors rewards is there, exotic cash. You get season pass XP as well as your recalibration cash. Again, members, we spoke about in depth in the members video. Those who are not members, become a member, go into that video. I speak about that in depth. We've got daily project for the agitation. It is Outcast bounty. So again, there's a named bounty. You can go and do that's a named enemy service. So you can go and do a bounty, and that will class as one of your named enemies for the daily project, and then you get the 100% agitation for retaliation. You still, as per usual, you've got your descent comms. You want to listen to some more story background about the Division universe, and then you've got your daily and weekly project in the Dark Zones. And I'd always advise combine them with the Toxic Dark Zone. The weekly is usually in different Dark Zones, but then one of those will always be the Toxic Dark Zone. And if I was also gonna get more out of this, I would focus on the daily first, in one Dark Zone, so at least you cover one of the weekly projects, and then do that and get more. And look, you're getting a named item, 2 named item caches, you're getting your Dark Zone XP, you're getting your season pass XP, so you get recalibration as well, times 5 SHD calibration. So worth doing the projects this week as per usual. Let's look at what's going on the assignments. There's some good news about the assignments this week. The classified assignments, I keep saying I'm going to get them done, I'm going to do videos for them. I will get around to doing them and getting them up on the channel. There will be a special members variant of the member segment of the classified assignments. Retaliation as usual. True Sons, I've got them up to 3. It's this area. It looks like I've got 1 hour to get them done before I lose those control points. But there is a golden nugget this week about why I should abandon those and get those back, because they are green. I'm gonna need them red. You'll see why in this week's Manhunt. And talking about the Manhunt, this week's Manhunt is week 9 of 9, is the high value target. This one will unlock the climax mission and we'll get the master's difficulty, and that's tying in with this week's classified assignment. And when we get to the bounty, the climax mission, where you can complete it on normal, hard, challenging, or heroic difficulties, unlocks master difficulty. It's all in one of the classified assignments. I'm going to say which one. You can go to another content creator and he will tell you which one it is, but I would like to leave it a surprise for my followers. So with that said, so this week's Manhunt is the last one, high value target. Look out for this straight after this week in Division Public. We're gonna go straight into it. Members, there's not gonna be a members only Manhunt, but you will get some exclusivity on that as well, and I'll explain that when we're doing it. With that said, that is the Manhunt. Let's go into this week's event, the season part. There's an event pass, and that is the Broken Rain event, and that is going to tie into the Incursion. But all of these, you're just, once you get your event XP, it will unlock the following. As you know, those who know, you're going to be unlocking those, they'll get an event XP. But apparently I've seen someone already do an Incursion and they unlocked the majority of this doing that, because the Incursion is very hard. It's like Legendary. Again, in the Incursions, you definitely need to be with a team and coordinate with each other in a party. So that's the Broken Rain event season pass content. Now you also have the Broken Rain event. That's the announcement, but that's the event right now. The new Incursion is out. We're going to go on to that next. And yes, so that's the Broken Rain event. We also have the seasonal event, which is times 5 season XP event. You're going to get lots of XP, time to do it. Again, members, if you're a member, go to the member video, which is up now live on the channel. I'm happy to announce the This Week in Division members content is up and running now. It's live on the channel, so go and have a look at that. But again, I go into a depth about season pass XP and the best way to exploit it. So members, go and tune into that now for a rewatch. Those on Twitch, I did do it live for you guys, but now it's not available. It's only available now to YouTube members. So yeah, that's the season pass event. Again, we mentioned Incursion a few times. This week's Broken Rain Incursion is over here near where Kinley College is, and there it is Broken Rain. And again, for members, I went through this with you, but I'll go through it for all my viewers. And as you can see, the Incursion, there's an exclusive exotic from completing it. I went into depth about how you get that exotic. Again, I mentioned to my members that you do need to run this a few times to get the exotic. Some people get the exotic on the first run, but sometimes you need that cipher key. You need to go and unlock it. But it's good to do it on your you usually get a drop on your second, third, or fourth run. But again, members, I went into depth about that with you guys, and I'm going to tell all my viewers that's what you want to do with the Incursion. With that said, is there anything else to cover before we wrap up here? Agents and members and public. We spoke about the Manhunt. We're doing that next. We spoke about assignments. That lands on the end of the Manhunt. Escalation. Not my favorite. I don't really like it, but listen, it is a game mode worth doing if you want to go for those prototypes. There's 2 ways. Again, I'm gonna do a prototype video because you can do these missions to get prototypes. But this week's escalation is Wall Street, Roosevelt Island, DCD headquarters, Air and Space Museum, and District Union Arena. They are your escalations, and I highly recommend it. But to do escalation, I would highly recommend, again, similar to an incursion and a legendary mission, and countdown, I would go into a party with 3 other people, friends preferably, but 3 other people, be in a party and coordinate together to get that done properly. With that said, agents, we're gonna wrap up now. Thank you for watching this week in the division. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Please hit the notification bell on Twitch and on YouTube so you are notified when I upload live to YouTube and when I am running live on Twitch. Again, thank you for continuously watching me. I do appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate you constantly watching my content. We are still in phase 1. More information about the phases of the channel in the membership only area. Definitely appreciate you guys. Please continue to watch. And thank you, I guess. So I'm gonna wrap up here, and next, give me 5 minutes and I'll be up to do this week's manhunt, and we'll run through that together. And look out for, well, I will try to get an incursion done because I didn't do last season's one actually. It will be worth trying to get that done. That said, thank you for watching, and I will definitely, and as always, agents,
play money shower.
See you all. As I always do, I want to close. Thank you.
Money shower.
See you all on the next live.